Hey guys, welcome back to another What I Ate in a Day video. I thought I would just do a little voiceover for you today, because why not? This morning's breakfast was not very exciting. It's what I usually have, which is my homemade muesli. I pre-make big batches of this muesli. Usually I have a lot more ingredients, but I was short on ingredients for this one, so I just had oats and quinoa puffs, which I baked in the oven for about 15 minutes with cinnamon, and then I topped it with some chopped apples, some hemp seeds, and of course my favorite, coconut yogurt. And I tried to add some passion fruit, but it had definitely gone bad.
That is so off.
So yes, I just stuck with this, plus of course some bonsai, so nothing new or exciting, but still delicious and got me through till lunchtime, which was much more exciting. For those of you who don't know, I'm in the current process of writing a new ebook, and this is one of the recipes that I was testing out. It is a rice noodle salad with tofu and a peanut butter curry sauce. It is so delicious, and to start off with, you just have to prep the veggies that are in the salad. So over here I have some cabbage. I just cut a quarter of a cabbage into nice thin slices, and if you like raw cabbage, you can just leave it like that. However, I like to do a little bit more to it, so I put it in a bowl and sprinkle it with lots of salt. Yes, give it a good mix and then leave it aside for about 5 to 10 minutes. After that, you'll notice that the salt has drawn out the moisture from the cabbage. So I just squeeze out all the liquid and then give it a good rinse to make sure I get all the salt off, and you're left with really soft, kind of moist, delicious cabbage. And I just prefer this to raw cabbage. Of course, you don't have to do this step if you like raw cabbage. I just really like it like this. Then I have some mixed leaves that I've washed. This recipe is for both me and Tim, just so you know. I also have some cucumbers, which I peeled and actually de-seeded, and then just slice them up into nice thin strips because it's a lot easier to eat in the salad. I did the same with one whole red capsicum. Then we have 2 handfuls of bean sprouts, plus of course tofu, and I sliced the tofu into nice little strips as well so that it was pretty easy to eat in the salad. Then we have some roasted cashews. Now you can buy them roasted, or I just roasted these ones myself in the oven for a few minutes. That is all the fresh ingredients for the salad. And then of course we have the rice noodles. Now this is a really important part to get right. I usually get these from an Asian grocery because they're not sold in normal supermarkets. It's important to get the right size. I find the ones that say to cook for about 6 to 8 minutes are usually the right size for this type of salad. They are round but not too thick, but they're not as thin as like a thin vermicelli noodle, if that makes sense. Make sure you keep a timer while you're cooking them because you do not want to overcook these at all, otherwise they get really heavy and they don't work in a salad. And as soon as they are cooked, rinse them with some cold water to stop the cooking process and to sit them aside until you're done with the rest of the salad. Last step is to make the delicious sauce and to cook the tofu. The sauce is made from either red or yellow curry paste, some coconut milk, and some peanut butter. It's really simple. You just put a tablespoon of the curry paste and about a tablespoon of the peanut butter, and then with the coconut milk I used half a can of coconut milk. However, for me and Tim, I needed probably a little bit more sauce, so maybe I would have done a little extra coconut milk, and then you just mix that up until the peanut butter is pretty much dissolved. Then just pop it into a pan and let it heat through so it can thicken and cook all the spices and everything. It only takes a few minutes, and then I just transfer it back into a bowl and use that same pan to cook the tofu. It's good if there's still a little bit of sauce left over because it just adds extra flavor to the tofu and allows it to get nice and crispy. And then you're pretty much done. You're just ready to assemble the salads in a bowl or 2 bowls like I've done for me and Tim, and you can put as many noodles as you like, or yeah, just have a play around with it. And of course this sauce can also be used, you know, just on tofu with vegetables or whatever you like, really. It is so delicious, and yeah, this has been my obsession lately, so I hope you guys try it and enjoy. Is it good? Yay! He likes it.
Great success.
Great success. Now moving on to dinner, which was falafel, baked pumpkin, hummus, avocado, and lettuce, and it was so good and actually really easy as well because I was way too lazy to make my own falafel balls, so I just used this packet mixture that I got from Coles, and yeah, it was really good. The ingredients were actually really simple as well. It only had chickpeas, broad beans, garlic, herbs, and salt. So yeah, it was great. I just put the packet into a bowl and added some water, followed the instructions on the back, gave it a good mix, and then let it sit for I think about 10 minutes just until it had absorbed all the water water, and then it was really easy to roll into balls. It said on the packet to deep fry them, but I just put them in the oven for about 20 minutes along with some pumpkin that I also baked, and yeah, it turned out great. Then I served that up with some chopped lettuce and a hummus that I've really been loving at the moment. It's an edamame hummus by the brand Yala. Yeah, Yala, I think that's how you say it. And then I decided to put little plops of hummus on the balls, which looking back on it now really did not look very good, but it did taste good. And then I served it with some avocado, and that was what I had for dinner. It was a little bit different. It was definitely delicious. I highly recommend you try it if you can find a falafel mixture. And yeah, that was everything I ate today, guys. So if you like these kind of videos, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.